proceeds go to really good things. I'm personally very happy to see this band here. We were supposed to have them here last year, but there was a little mix-up, and we got a terrific band to replace them at the last minute, but I'm thrilled to finally see this band in Georgetown. It's the Happy Feet Dance Orchestra, 10-piece, you count them, 10-piece big band that plays authentic music from 1920 to 1935, emulates Fletcher Henderson, early Duke Ellington, and Harry Reeser in style. You can tell I know what this means. And musical content. They play from original stock charts or from transcription of the earliest known recordings of the era. The group features a front line of 3 saxes, 3 brass, backed up by a rhythm section. Happy Feet is entirely acoustic, with the exception of vocal amplification and pickup mics for the piano and the banjo. They performed at a number of venues, first night in Boston, and all over the place. Welcome, Happy Feet.
Thank you. We're Happy Feet Dance Orchestra. This is our first time at Georgetown, and we are very happy to be here. This is really great. This is a wonderful venue, and we can hear ourselves up here on this bandstand, too. And yes, as you heard at the beginning, we do play music from the late 20s and early 30s. We play a style of music that is similar to Dixieland, and also similar to big band music. You think about the big bands. But we're not a swing band because that had a different kind of a beat. And we're not a Dixieland band because we're too large to do nothing but improvise. So these are arranged choruses with some solos here and there. And it's a style that was made most famous by Duke Ellington and also Fletcher Henderson, another black band leader at that time, and a lot of other band leaders. It was the pop music in the late 20s and early 30s, and very fun to play. Okay, that first tune was called Wah Wah Wah. It was an old Dixieland standard that John Clark here, the first alto player, transcribed for us. And we're going to follow that with Three Little Words, a dance tune. Thank you. That concludes the dance proportion of our evening. Now we have a regular gig at the Capone's restaurant, or at least we still do at this point. I think the second or third Tuesday of the month. Yes, I always take these things very lightly. At Capone's restaurant in Peabody, and we do actually almost entirely dance music there. For you, our listening audience today, will do a lot of jazz tunes. And rags and the like. And this next tune is a ragtime piece. This is a James P. Johnson rag. It's an early rag from our perspective. Ragtime was popular from about 1895 to around 1912, 1915. During the First World War, it started to go out of style as jazz became more in vogue. but a number of composers still wrote in a ragtime style, and James P. Johnson did. And this is a hot dance arrangement of Carolina Shout. Thank you. Carolina Shout. Very fun little ragtime piece there. Okay, we like to do something in our band that's kind of fun to do. We like to kind of take you back in time a little bit. And I think, actually, thinking about the times that your grandparents, your parents perhaps in some cases, sat around the radio in the living room listening to music, and I think I'm hearing that radio right now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we are broadcasting live from Harlem's famous Cotton Club. For your evening's dancing and entertainment, we are featuring that first lord of jazz, Duke Ellington, leading the famous Cotton Club Orchestra. First up, the Duke is going to treat us to a tune that is usually heard only in the wee hours of the morning here at the club, just before we close. Breakfast Dance.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
breakfast dance. And now a word from our sponsor. Remember, America, there's nothing better for your health than to entrust those hard-working dogs of yours to a pair of all-American-made Happy Feet shoes. They are available in many styles for both men and women. Happy Feet shoes, whether dress pumps or our sturdy work boots, will keep you dancing through life. Happy Feet Shoe Company, Reading, Massachusetts. Send 5 cents in stamps for our informative catalog. For their next number, the Cotton Club Orchestra will give us a sample of what the press has started calling jungle music, the mooch. was The Mooch. I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but I can't possibly see how such wonderful and evocative music could possibly be detrimental to the morals of our youth. Despite what Billy Sunday says, I think it's just good, clean fun, don't you think? Yeah. Last on tonight's program, and certainly the composition that epitomizes Duke Ellington's musical philosophy, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. And that's all for tonight's live broadcast from Harlem's famous Cotton Club. On stage, the Duke is motioning for the band to take a bow as he smiles at one and all. Remember, for healthy feet, use Aunt Lucinda's mentholated foot powder. And be sure to try Happy Feet shoes. They're all American made. Happy Feet Shoe Company, Reading, Massachusetts.
Thank you. We're back again. We'll do a similar radio set in our second set this afternoon, so stay around for that. They're definitely fun. And that was Mr. Radio, Pat Maxfield, doing the radio voice. He scripts those. He does all the scripting on those. And just to let you know that we have a website. It's up and running. Go to happyfeetdanceorchestra.com. It's all spelled out, lowercase letters, and come and visit us. The site is under construction, so we don't have a calendar on there yet. If you want to know where we're going to be and when, such as our next Capone's date, and Dan, Is that better? Ah, there we go. Okay, so let me say all that once again. If you would like to know more about us, we have a website which is under construction. Just go to happyfeetdanceorchestra.com. It's all spelled out for you. It doesn't have a schedule on there yet, but you can see some pictures and find out more about the band and that kind of thing. Find out where to contact myself or my manager, or our manager, I should say, to purchase CDs or get the schedule. But I welcome email addresses and also snail mail addresses from any one of you out there. This afternoon, if you'd like to be on our mailing list, I'd be happy to let you know where we're going to be and when and all that kind of good stuff. Hear lots of good jazz. Okay, we got a tune called "River, Stay Away from My Door." Okay. Okay, you got one.
Check, 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 check. Yes.
That's what I call a mic check. All right.
Next tune is a slow tune called "River, Stay Away from My Door." Kind of a sweet tune. One, two, 3, 4.
You keep going your way.
Just keep on going.
I'll keep going my way.
I know where I'm going.
River, stay away from my door. I just got a cabin.
It's just the way I lie.
You don't need my cabin.
I made those gingham curtains. River, stay away from my door. Don't come up any higher. I'm so all alone. Leave my bed and my fire.
That's all I own, and it ain't saying much. I ain't breaking your heart.
I know the feeling.
Don't start breaking my
I know it too
heart.
well.
River, stay away from my door.
All right, thank you. River, stay away from my door. One thing that we like to do is try to find pieces of music that have some real merit to them, that have been long since forgotten. There's a lot of wonderful music written at that time, and not just the jazz music either, which of course is fabulous from that whole period, but just even the pop numbers. Some of the arranging on these stocks is really a wonder to behold, and that was a stock that was printed back in 1930 or thereabouts. Most of the jazz tunes, the Duke Ellington and Fletcher Henderson, all these other tunes, are tunes that we transcribe. We will actually take a 78 RPM record, and I do most of them. I do almost all of the arranging in this band, but we've had other arrangers in this band as well. John Clark and Dan Walker, other people in the past have done some of the music, recreated some of the music. Yeah. Okay, so this next tune now is one that most of you should recognize. This is Goody Goody. How many people know Goody Goody? Okay, we got a bunch of hands. That means I'm going to get some help from you guys. You know when to come in, right? We're going to have Pat here do the vocal, and I'll help show you where to come in so you can help us sing Goody Goody. We can get Squeaky. Squeaky can help. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you met someone who set you back on your heels. Goody goody. So you met someone and now you know how it feels. Goody goody. So you gave him your heart too, just as I gave mine to you. And he broke it in little pieces. And now how do you do? So you lie awake just singing the blues all night. Goody goody. So you think that love's a barrel of dynamite. Hooray and hallelujah, you had it coming to ya. Goody goody for him, goody goody for me. And I hope you're satisfied, you rascal you.
I just lost Squeaky. Oh yes, this is Squeaky. Just want to show Squeaky to you, just to indicate that there is always a rat in every band. Thank you. Okay, that was goody. Okay, I won't get too silly, I promise. We got tune for another time in this set. Time for another tune in this set. This last number is just so hot. This last number, to me, sort of defines what hot dance is all about. The name of the tune, it's a Ray Noble piece from 1933, so it's sort of pushing the envelope a little bit in terms of our time. We really cut off very strictly at 1935. Once in a blue moon, if somebody requests it, we'll do a tune. I think we have our version of It's Da Lovely comes from 1944, but that was a special request. Okay, so this is a Ray Noble tune from 1933, excuse me. The name of it is Who Walks In When I Walk Out? And we've got Dan Walker here to, are you mad again?
Doggone it. I'm feeling angry today. I feel tension. I feel ire. I feel angst.
Angst?
Play the music.
I have to live with this guy. He's going to tell you all about it. One, two, three, four.
In when I walks out. Who gives you that hidey, baby? Who's that who's got me jealous of you? No, who walks in when I walk out? Now, come on, tell me now. Don't you know that you're my baby? Who's that who's got me very worried too? Yeah, very. When we kiss, I kind of miss that something that used to be. Because every day when I'm away, I know you're going uptown when I'm out of town. Now, who walks in when I walks out? Who gives you that hidey, baby? Who's that who's got me very jealous of you?
Thank you so much. We're Happy Feet Dance Orchestra. Thank you to the organizers of this concert. And we're going to take a short break right now. Be back in about 10 to 15 minutes. I have for sale both a tape and a CD. If you're not familiar with Happy Feet and haven't collected any of our offerings yet, come on up and make a purchase, or give me your address, email address, and whatever. And we'll let the fellas take a quick break, and then we'll be back with lots more music. Thanks. Okay, gentlemen, are we about ready for this? Yeah. Let's do it. Here we go, guys. Stop. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. That was the Fletcher Henderson piece by the name of Sugarfoot Stomp. Sugarfoot Stomp. That was a transcription that John Clark did for us on that. Okie dokie, we're back. Thank you. You're still here. This is good. This is a nice evening and a great time for Happy Feet. And once again, to the eventual viewing audience out there on Merrimack Valley Cable, or whatever it is, you can find us on HappyFeetDanceOrchestra.com. Next tune is Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea, another good old pop song from about 1930-31. No vocal. Not yet. Watch that door. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. Next time we do that, we'll have a vocal ready for you on that one. Okay, we're going to do, and we've done a number of tunes this evening that's on our CD that we have for sale up here, and including the Mooch and some of the Duke Ellington tunes that we do. But this is another one. This is called, actually the CD is called The River and Me. So there are a number of river tunes. And this is one of them. And we're going to have Pat Maxfield to sing for you. The tune is Roll On, Mississippi. One, two, three, four.
Mississippi, roll on. Come on, you lazy steamer, move on. Clear that river, here we come. Watch her smoke, boy, hear that engine humming, Lordy, take a look at that shore. Soon I'll be with the folks I adore. There's a spot round that bend, that's my home, my journey's end. Come on, you old man river, come on. Roll on, you Mississippi, roll on.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was mostly one of my arrangements on that. Okay, well, fellas, do I hear some radio noises again?
We're going to go to a different geographic location on this one. Back to where I spent my high school years. Good evening, America. This is WSB, Atlanta, Georgia's own 50,000 watt radio broadcasting station. Tonight, from the beautiful Peach Orchard Room atop the elegant Henry W. Grady Hotel here on Peachtree Street, we bring you a program of today's popular melodies for your listening and dancing enjoyment. Cecil White and his Samoans are our featured orchestra, and regular listeners of WSB will recall Maestro White's regular broadcasts over this station every Monday evening at 7:15 p.m. First, let's all get out on the dance floor and try that new dance craze, the Charleston.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And that was the Charleston. Don't touch that dial, there's more to come. But first, a word from our sponsor. Do you suffer from irritated, burning feet? Don't despair. Soothe them with a generous dusting of Aunt Lucinda's mentholated foot powder. Aunt Lucinda's mentholated foot powder can make your feet happy feet. And now we move up the coast to the Big Apple, New York City, putting on the Ritz.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Putting on the Ritz. Thank you, Cecil White and his Samoans. I have before me a letter from the lovely leader of the University of Georgia's pep squad. Miss Tallulah Buchanan of Athens, Georgia requests that Maestro White perform Sweet Man. She further asks that we dedicate this performance to the captain of the Georgia Bulldogs football team, Mr. Beauregard Lee Johnson. Miss Buchanan, by request, here is Sweet Man.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
breathing nitroglycerine. Ain't got the kick, the kisses I get now. From my honey I tried to give him a home, but they are some way too tame. He's so plain, cute, why no name suits like sweet man, a sweeter than sweet man, that steppin'est feet man, and that isn't all. Dancing, I claim, is just one of his charms when I'm in his arms. I yell like, well, there's more to tell about sweet man, that hotter than heat man, that pleasure to meet man. He taught me to smile. Oh, one kiss from his sweet lips sends my conscience off on trips. That sweet man, he's driving me wild.
And wasn't that delightful? Miss Buchanan must think that Mr. Johnson is really the cat's pajamas. That's all for tonight. And for the finest in current popular songs and dance tunes, be sure to tune in every Monday night here at 7:15 on WSB Atlanta for Cecil White and his Samoans. Be sure to try Aunt Lucinda's mentholated foot powder, just 5 cents in our handy shaker tin.
And thank you, Mr. Radio. Pat Maxfield is the radio voice of Happy Feet. I like that peppy music, don't you? I like peppy music. All three of those were Charlestons, by the way, all three of them. Putting on the Ritz, Sweet Man, and then obviously the Charleston. And I saw somebody dancing. I think she might have been about that high, but somebody was dancing. You're welcome to get up and cut a rug, grass, whatever. Cut the grass. Okay, well, we're going to do this is a Mac Gordon and Harry Revel tune. You never heard of those two songwriters, but back in their day, they were as well known as Rodgers and Hart, I suppose. The name of the tune is Doing the Uptown Lowdown. I am. Yep, Uptown Lowdown. So it is a TBV. One, two, three, four. Social debts and high headlights, masses and classes doing the uptown lowdown, where they spend their simoleons just to watch those Creolians skipping and hipping, doing the uptown lowdown. You'll find laughter after midnight, that's their playtime. Hi-de-hey time, what price? And bankers with Lucinda's relatives listening to those hot high-yellatives up in Harlem doing the uptown lowdown. Okay, thank you. That was peppy too. Come to think of it, we got time time for a couple more tunes. Now, actually, this music is way fun to play, and it's tricky. It's tricky as all get out, and I can say that because I remember what we sounded like when we first started this band about 18 years ago. And I had my first batch of stock arrangements, printed arrangements that the old tuba player gave me a few of them, and then I purchased some because there's a kind of a network of the old tuba player. the old tuba player, right. Band jokes. Sorry, these are inside. And we started out practicing these tunes. We practiced in the Arlington Episcopalian Church in Arlington Center there those first couple of years, and we sounded just awful. And now we sound really bad. No. All right, like I say, we got time for a couple more tunes here tonight. We're going to slow it down with a Coleman Hawkins tune. The name of the tune is Shadows on the Swanee. Coleman Hawkins was, he was a tenor player who played with just about everybody, Duke Ellington and you name it. Beautiful tune. And with Bruce here to render his Coleman Hawkins solo styling. One, two, 3, 4. Thank you. Find ourselves with a little extra time here tonight, so we're going to present a tune that we think most of you will recognize. In fact, it's one time I was kind of doing a little history of discographies. I was going through some discographies and found out that this old tune, written in about 1910 originally, has been recorded possibly more than any other tune ever written, anytime, any place. And this is an old W.C. Handy tune called St. Louis Blues. you. Thank you so much for being a great audience. Thank you to the Georgetown Savings Bank for sponsoring this. Thank you very much to the Parks and Recreation for hiring us both last year and this year, since we weren't here last year. Been wonderful coming out. This is a great bandstand. We've been able to hear each other really, really well, and that's a real plus for us when we can have that kind of communication. It looks like we got our noses in our music up here, but there's a lot going on between us, band that's been together for a long time. And I need to introduce them to you. We have on tenor saxophone, Bruce Burl, yeah, he's been my man, long time. John Clark on lead alto, section leader, baritone clarinet. Greg Sands just joined the band this year on second alto, clarinet. Thank you, Greg. In the brass section, subbing for Peter this summer is Matt Small on second trumpet. Excellent job. Just really, really psyched. On first trumpet, Bobby McInnes. Been with the band since practically its beginnings. You didn't play with us in those days when we were really bad, did you? Oh, really? Way back? Oh, gosh, I don't even remember that. That's how long ago it is. Dan Doghouse Walker on trombone. It's my main man, my right-hand man, the sound man. Plays the trombone. And in the rhythm section, we have Tom Rohde on banjo. He's getting into it, man. He's getting into it. This man plays the sweetest Brazilian music you ever heard in your life. It's just fabulous. And Reed Jorgensen on drums. Take a stand, Reed. Yes, keeping the time. And of course, on tuba and vocals and Mr. Radio, Pat Maxfield. And yes, I'm the one that's responsible for this mess that we get us into all the time. I'm Lucinda Ellard. I write the arrangements. I lead this band. Here I am. Thank you. We've got one more number to play for you before we send you off on our way. And of course, this is our title tune. Thank you, Squeaky. Happy Feet. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I got those happy feet. Give them a low down beat, and they begin dancing. I got those 10 little tapping toes, and when they hear a tune, I can't control my dancing heels to save my soul. Weary blues can't get into my shoes because my shoes refuse to ever grow weary. I keep cheerful on an earful of music sweet, 'cause I've got happy feet.
Thank you so much. We still have CDs and tapes up here if you want to buy one. Let me know if you want to be on your mailing list. In the meantime, have a wonderful rest of the summer. Maybe we'll see you next year or the year after. And drive safely, and God bless. Good night.